Welcome to an Adobe Books Illustrator tutorial. In this video I show you how to use the pen tool. The pen tool is used to create custom paths and shapes. It can create two types of lines, straight lines and curved lines. To create straight lines, select the pen tool in the Tools panel or press P on your keyboard. Make sure that the fill is set to none and the stroke is set to black, with a stroke weight of about 5 points. When using the pen tool, it's generally best to add the fill afterwards because the fill can get in your way when you're creating a path. Next, position your mouse over the canvas. Notice the asterisk symbol next to the cursor, indicating that if you click, you will create a new path. Click to drop an anchor point. Notice the blue rubber band, also called a pen tool preview, connected to the mouse. This is a preview of what your line will look like if you continue drawing. While you're previewing, hold down Shift to constrain the line to angles of 45-degree increments. When you're ready, click to drop another anchor point to create your first line segment. From there, continue to click on different areas of the canvas to create more line segments. When you're finished, deselect by pressing Ctrl-Shift-A on your keyboard. If you decide you want to close the path, hover the pen tool over an anchor point on either end of the path. A diagonal line will appear beside the cursor, indicating that if you click, you will resume drawing. Click to resume and hover the cursor over the anchor point on the other end of the path. A small circle will appear beside the cursor when you've positioned it properly, then click to close. To adjust your newly created path, use the Direct Selection tool. You can either select it in the Tools panel or, with the pen tool still active, press and hold down Ctrl on your keyboard to spring load it, meaning you will have temporary access to the Direct Selection tool as long as you hold down Ctrl. Once you have the Direct Selection tool out, click on the path and drag your cursor to move a line segment. Furthermore, you can move the anchor points by clicking and dragging them individually or by clicking and dragging the marquee over multiple anchor points to move them simultaneously. To remove an anchor point, hover the pen tool over an unwanted anchor point. You'll see a minus sign next to the cursor if you positioned it properly, and click. To add an anchor point, hover the pen tool over the path. You'll see a plus sign next to the cursor when you're directly over the path, and click. To create a curved path, click and drag your mouse with the pen tool. Notice the two direction lines, also called Bezier Handles. The length in which you pull these handles determines the curvature of the lines that connect to them. When creating an anchor point, if you accidentally click on an unintended location, hold down space to move it. As you create curved lines, if you decide you want the following line to be straight, click on the previous anchor point to remove the Bezier handle. And to go from straight line to curved line, click and drag on the prior anchor point to create a Bezier handle. Now let's say you want the curve to go in two different directions. To do that, you have to split the Bezier handles. For example, create a curved path by clicking and dragging out the Bezier handles, then hold Alt to spring load the anchor point tool, and click and drag on one of the Bezier handles to move it independently. As you can tell, the pen tool is a bit complex. In this video I've showed you how to use it, which will help get you started, but creating stunning looking curves is a whole other lesson. If you want to learn how to create beautiful looking curves with the pen tool, watch my video titled Pen Tool Techniques. The link is in the description, but if you're watching this in the Illustrator tutorial playlist, it should be the next video. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.